Do.
All right, then we will call the meeting to order and we will start with approval of the agenda, which is up on the screen. Very small. Does anybody have any changes to the agenda for today? Seeing none, then the agenda is approved as presented. And so next item is approval of our October 4th committee meeting minutes. Does anybody have any questions or comments on the meeting minutes from October? Okay, seeing none. Is there a motion to approve the minutes?
Elaine Kutsukos will make a motion to approve the minutes.
Thank you, Elaine. Is there a second?
Howley will second.
Thank you, Howley. Charlie Howley, and any further discussion? Okay, seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye by roll call. Joe?
Anoka County, OJ.
I'm gonna abstain.
Carver County, Robgent. Dakota County, Lavery. Aaron, I'm sorry, did I hear you?
Yeah. You hear me?
We're having a little trouble hearing you, Joe.
Really?
A little louder. Yep.
Hennepin County, Elos.
Aye.
Ramsey County, Mareck. Or Isaacs. Yeah, Mareck or Isaacson. Who's the member? Isaacson.
I'll abstain. I wasn't there.
Scott County, Jensen.
Aye.
Washington County is not going to be there, I was told. 7W, I think I saw Virgil.
Oh, Andrew's here. Aye.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. Tab, Kotsukos.
Aye.
MTS, Steve Peterson.
Aye.
Community Development, Larson.
I'll abstain.
Metro Transit, Harrington. MnDOT Metro, April, Crockett.
I'll abstain. I wasn't present.
MPCA, AO.
Will abstain. I wasn't there.
MAC, Reef.
Aye.
Suburban Transit, Fighton.
I'll abstain. I wasn't there.
MnDOT Freight, Meyer.
I'll abstain. I wasn't there.
Deed, Eddie. Bicycle member, Sabota.
Abstain.
Pedestrian member, Turner Bargain. Bloomington, Keel. Chanhassen, Howley.
Aye.
Lakeville, Omi. Eden Prairie, Ellis, or I think I might have seen Scholes.
Yep, Schulze's in for Ellis. Aye.
Schulze, thank you. For the Kozlusher.
Aye.
Maple Grove, oh, sorry, I screwed that one up. So we have a new member, I'll call his name right now. Brooklyn Park, Dan Ruiz.
Thank you. Obviously, I'll abstain as a new member, but thank you very much.
Plymouth, Thompson. West
Not
St.
here.
Paul, Beckwith.
Aye.
Minneapolis Engineering, Hager.
Aye.
Minneapolis Planning, Mail.
Aye.
St. Paul Engineering, Nick Peterson.
Aye.
And St. Paul Planning, Dermody.
Aye.
The ayes have it, but we barely had a quorum voting for it because of all the abstentions.
Wow, okay.
15 ayes and a lot of abstentions. I haven't counted the abstentions. 7 or so.
Okay, well, thank you, everybody, and welcome, Dan, to the Technical Advisory Committee. Glad to have you. And let's see, next on the agenda, Joe, is there anyone who wanted to address the committee from the public today?
Nope.
All right, then we are moving on to our committee reports, or tab report first. Go ahead, Elaine.
Thank you, Chair. TAB met October 18th, and for the agency reports, Chair Hovland, TAB Chair, reported on the Metropolitan Governance Task Force that is currently meeting for the legislature. They are doing backgrounding right now. They will next reach out to the other MPOs for information on their governance structure. And TAB member Hollins had recommended that TAB members testify to the task force. From MnDOT report, Sheila Calpe reported that in 2023 through August 15th, there were 311 traffic-related deaths in Minnesota, and in the metro area, there were 111. Speed is a major factor in the accidents. And then MnDOT is holding interviews in November for the replacement of Metro District Engineer position. And for MPCA, Todd Bewan had submitted a report to highlight the information he sent. EPA released details on the implementation grant opportunity. $4.6 billion is available nationally for competitive grants to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. And they anticipate funding 30 to 115 grants nationally. Applications are due April 1st in 2024. The grants will be between 2 million and 200 million. They also announced that there's upcoming RFPs for grants to help communities plan for climate change impacts. Their next grant opportunity will be for stormwater, wastewater, and community resilience planning, and that will be opening soon. For the Metropolitan Airports Commission report, Carl Crimmins reported they will exceed 2019 passenger levels this year. Also, Sun Country is growing and they will be adding 2 more gates. And they have added, MAC has added a work group that's going to be starting to work on sustainable airport fuel. For the Metropolitan Council report, Deb Barber reported that council staff has produced an interactive map for the 2024 to 2027 TIP improvement program, transportation improvement program TIP. And the council is hosting a series of workshops for the 2050 transportation policy planning and to get feedback from technical staff. And then Suburban Transit Association, service continues to grow, but service expansion is challenged by difficulty in procuring small buses. And driver recruitment for both express and microtransit services is improving. For the business items, TAB approved several streamlined TIP amendment requests that came through TAG. They also approved a TIP amendment to release for public comment the amendments for adding 2 regional significant projects. The Corridors of Commerce funded I-94 lane expansion and the construction of US 169 interchange at CSOF 59 in Scott County. They also approved the scope change request from Southwest Transit Mobility Hub project. They did approve the scope change to remove the elements for the car share vehicles and did approve not reducing the federal funds. And they are aware that we have a committee to review the scope changes and what to do with projects funding. And we've had several come through where elements are put into another project. And this one was one where the elements were removed, but not going to be completed by another project. And with the amount of funding being lower, they did approve that. And then they approved the TIP amendment to add the project into the TIP. And then they also approved a program year extension request. Mrs. Blaine's request to move the solicitation funding for Trunk Highway 65 at 99th Avenue from 2024 to 2026. And then they had 2 information items, Metro Transitway construction update. Nick Thompson provided an update on the Green Line extension and the Gold Line project. And there was an information item on the regional station survey kickoff. And that was the items.
Thank you, Elaine. Are there any questions for Elaine on the tab report? Okay, seeing none, then we will go to committee reports. So executive committee did meet this morning, a shortened meeting. And our conversation focused primarily on membership, as well as subcommittee assignments, given some of our recent membership changes. And in particular, Dan coming with onto TAC starting today. So, and then we do have one action item from executive committee, which is 2023-51, another package of Streamlined TIP Amendment Request for 4 projects. And Joe, could you walk us through that item?
Will do, Chair. So as we've been doing since about when COVID started, we are putting multiple TIP amendments into one action. A couple of these need to go pretty quickly, otherwise this meeting may have been canceled. So thank you for coming, and we are going to try to wrap this up in the next 16 minutes. This shouldn't be a problem. So I'm going to talk about them, I guess, a little bit one by one. This first one is the addition of a signal replacement and local funding to Dakota County's CASAB 32 or Cliff Road resurfacing project. They're just adding some local work and some local funds to the project. The next one is adding local funding to Three Rivers Park District's Rush Creek Trail Underpass project at West River Road. And that's just all, as I mentioned, all local money. The third one is adding a trail and overhead rapid rectangle flashing beacon, or RRFB, and increasing the federal and state funding for MnDOT's Minnesota 101 Mill and Overlay project in Chanhassen and Eden Prairie. There is a handful of different funding. This is not a regional cessation project, so it's not the federal funds that TAB maintains. And finally, this next one, it looks a little clunky on this sheet, but it's actually pretty simple. The 2 projects here with the crossed out items are being combined into one. So officially we're removing the Hennepin County project and rolling it into this number, which is the city of Edina. And so the 2 projects, which are side by side for this very large map they've attached, green and red. The 2 projects, which are side by side, can be done under one contract. And because one was Hennepin County, one was Edina, it's all being moved to the city of Edina. That's why it's keeping the Edina number. So that was quick. Let me know if you have any questions about these projects or these 4 actions or the TIP process in general.
Anyone like to move these items or have
Motion
any
to
questions for
approve.
Joe? Oh, sorry, was that Brian?
Yep. Motion to approve.
Right. All right, is there a second?
Second, Peterson.
Okay, second by Peterson is who I heard. So we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion from the committee? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye by roll call.
Thank you, Chair. OJ.
Aye.
Let's see. I don't think Lyndon's here, so Labery.
Aye.
Ellos.
Aye.
Isaacson.
Aye.
Jensen.
Aye.
Witter.
Aye.
Kotsukos.
Aye.
Steve Peterson.
Aye.
Michael Larson.
Aye.
Harrington. I don't think you were here. Crockett.
Aye.
AO. Innocent. Reef.
Aye.
Fighton.
Aye.
Meyer.
Aye.
Eddie. Sabota.
Aye.
Howley,
Aye.
Schulze,
Aye.
sorry.
Aye.
Kozlucher. I think I heard that. Ruiz.
Aye.
Thompson's not here. Beckwith.
Aye.
Hager.
Aye.
Mayel.
Aye.
Nick Peterson.
Aye.
And Dermody.
Aye.
All right, that item carries forward. Thank you, everyone. We do have Scott here from the Planning Committee. Scott, is there anything to report from planning?
Yes, Chair. Couple quick things. Most of you have probably received a notice that from MPO staff that there's going to be a series of policies and actions workshops for the TPP update. The first of which is actually going on very shortly from 9:30 to 11:30 this morning in the MPO council chambers. And then there's another session, a virtual session this Friday from 10 to 11:30, and then also on Monday, an in-person session at Met Council chambers. So if you haven't had a chance to check that out, there is an RSVP asked for, or you can talk to Jed Hansen for more information on that. And the other thing I would note is that the TPP work group is going to be starting to receive the actual draft text chapters for the 2050 TPP update, I believe, starting later this week. And so there'll be chapters coming to us over the next 6 months or so through March, I believe, of next year. And so if you don't know who your TPP work group representative is for your agency, I would recommend looking into that and making sure that you're in close contact with that person so your agency is able to provide input to that person, which will then be provided to MPO staff. Thank you.
Thank you, Scott. Are there any questions for Scott? Okay, seeing none. I know Michael had to not be with us today because of a conflict. There were no items at funding and programming last month, but I will just note for TAC that the first meeting of the scope change policy and program year policy work group has occurred. It was mentioned earlier today. And many of you have members or may be participating in that work group. So I just want to make sure that we're all tracking and assisting with that effort as needed with our members. So if there are any questions on that, you can let us know. Otherwise, are there any agency reports that any members want to offer today? Seeing none.
I have a quick one.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Across the table here. Yeah, just wanted one announcement I did see that was for the Safe Streets and Roads for All planning grants did get announced, and Fridley and Edina both won those. So congrats to two of our cities. I think the implementation grants are still forthcoming, more construction related, but good to see two wins here in the metro. So congrats.
This is Innocent Ayer with the MPCA. We just have a couple of grants for impacts of climate change, which Elaine mentioned already. TAB representative mentioned most of them during the TAB meeting. So if your area or city are interested, we should check MPCA website. All the information on the application of the grants are in that in our website.
Great.
That's
Thank
all.
you.
That's what I have. Yep.
Okay. Thank you, Stephen. Innocent. Anyone else with any agency reports today? Not unless there's anyone who objects, we stand adjourned. Thank you, everybody. I hope to see you downstairs shortly, most of us anyway, for the workshop. Okay.